So this is hate video. This video just popped in my feed today, and the title is very provocative and took my attention, of course, because this gentleman here says, eating raw meat at Whole Foods every day till I die from bacteria, day 35. So yeah, I already know raw meat diet, as you know, for a long period of time, and as you can see, I didn't die. Yeah, I'm alive, but I'm not sure if it was really enjoyable life, eating this raw meat. It's not something, it wasn't my dream, and still it's not my dream to eat this way. But I was doing this because I believed that this is the way to get strong body, this is the way to be brave, this is the way, to be kind of wild and natural. Today I don't have this impression anymore, it completely disappeared. But I haven't died, but I had some incident when I was extremely sick for a long time, 1 month or even more, with different symptoms, very difficult time, not able to work, not able even to leave the bed, not able to leave the house. So many problems, and doctors, and after questions, if someone gonna ask about this, you never know how they're gonna treat you if they listen the story like this. You never know. Other people completely don't know this topic, primal diet and things like this. So you never know what's gonna happen, how people are gonna treat you when they realize. And we don't really know also what is inside of the meat. It's not only bacteria thing, but there are so many different things that they can put. During the process. It can be something that got inside, during the transportation, during the preparation. You don't really know. So yeah, this is not a goal, to eat something. He's making here like a challenge, day 35, and will be 40 and 50. And what does it prove? Okay, he didn't die. Someone gonna smoke, also not going to die. What is going to prove this? Now I see my life, that my life is not only to survive and to stay alive. My life is for something more. I used to be a person with a lot of passions, motivations. I always say, never give up. I always have some goals. And I used to manage my life quite well. On this raw meat diet, it was like from few perspectives, it was like the worst life I had. Plus some troubles, plus a social thing, and vegan is when I was vegan, I got friends. I got people around me. This way of eating made me completely alone. And I had just, luck that some people really liked me and not looking for this, and these people was patient to watch these things around, every day this raw meat in the fridge. It's not easy to store, you're not always gonna eat this on time, it's gonna start spoiling. It's really, really not something to make a challenge, because he can get sick, maybe he never gonna get sick, but something gonna happen and he cannot know. So I understand he wants to be edgy, and probably something was inside of me. I believed this is the way to get strong, to get natural, to get healthy, and so on and so on. I believed this, but today this feeling disappeared completely.
What's up, cheese breathers? Today's day 35 of eating raw meat until I die. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like when people, I don't even like to speak like this by myself, like he said, until I die. Because what if something really happened? It's like, it's better not to talk about this even, not to think this way. It's like we want to do something, we know it's very dangerous, we shouldn't, but some inside voice is telling you, do it, just to learn that you shouldn't do it. Something like this.
Hey, I got this book. The
What is the book? The Untold Story of Milk.
Old story of milk. It's pretty incredible, and it covers like the history of cows.
And this is really, this is not a hate video, but look, yeah, like he's spending his time now reading about milk, and there's so many, you know, studies and information, and many people suffer from milk. It's also not easy to have a milk if you want to have a farm. Like I got a farm. It's not easy to manage the farm. It's not easy, all the process. It's not something really, it's hard work. It's difficult, hard work. You need some skills, money, of course, conditions, and so on and so on. It's not easy. It's not easy also. So I wouldn't make, you know, so much around these things. Of course, it's good to read a book, but there are people, they don't drink milk, and they don't eat meat, and they are really, really well. So
Milk, dairy, pasteurization, the whole saturated fat and cholesterol scam.
okay, so he said cholesterol scam. We don't know. Like, there's so many contradictions and so many, you know, researches and information studies. We don't really know what the truth, and he said scam. This is what they are telling them, but I don't know if it really matters if it's pasteurized or it's not pasteurized. This is not a human milk. It's completely different living being, different creature.
Times, raw food, cottagers, cats. I'm like halfway through, and it's for most of the topics that I am interested in one book. So if anybody wants to that on eBay or Amazon, should be able to find it. The chapter on enzymes. First quote is, "In living cells, the dynamic driving power, which apparently produces the spark of life, found in their enzymes." Alright. Here towards the end of the chapter.
The truth is, if you're gonna drink a lot of milk and you're gonna eat a lot of meat, you're gonna go to bathroom and you have stones inside of yourself, you know, rocks, basically. This is, I realized when I was drinking a lot of milk. It was a little bit more difficult in bathroom hours. And, it was every day, it was regularly, but it was very, very hard. So I think it's not the best food to consume and to struggle later. Now I have comparison with vegan diet, with raw vegan diet, with lots of fruit, and this is just so much better. And I was afraid to eat fiber, you know, from all these carnivore theories. I don't see absolutely issue with fiber completely. I feel just fiber is helping me.
Many people understand the importance of enzymes and accept the importance of including some raw and fermented food in their diet, but many mistakenly believe fruit daily and at least an occasional green salad will be adequate. Many people go further and include larger amounts of raw vegetables and fruits in their daily routine, but very few understand the vital role of raw and fermented proteins and fats from animals. The amount of enzymes present.
So they are here about, in this book, about fat and protein. So this is how they sell milk and meat. To sell a product, I used to be a sales manager for 10 years, and I work with sales a lot. To sell a product, you must to find something unique in this product to offer to people why to buy this product, because of what. So meat has this protein thing, dairy has this calcium thing, and you know, everybody, when you stop eating meat, everybody is asking you, where do you get your protein, blah blah blah, because this is what meat industry probably teach us for many years. So we believe this, and there's no such a thing like protein deficiency. There's no disease, lack of protein, deficiency protein, right? I've never heard about this. So this is how they want to push this product with these beliefs that we need these particular things like a fat from animals and protein from animals. So to keep selling the products.
Food is proportional to its calorie content. Vegetables and fruits are thus poor sources of enzymes relative to milk, cheese, butter.
Okay, so they say it's poor source of enzymes. This vegetables and fruit. But really, for experience for last month, last days, I cannot say anything that it's better to drink milk. Absolutely. And also, you're gonna have situations when milk will make you run into bathroom, because sometimes body doesn't accept. One day yes, another day they no. So it can be problematic. I had some milk somewhere on the road, and I felt I have to run to bathroom, and there's no place to go, of course. So I had some situations like this. So you cannot really be sure that always will be good. Different farmers, they feed different animals, different hygiene standards, so many different things. So milk is even not the same. There is in one farm you have so many animals. Maybe one animal is healthy, another is sick. It's all together in the end of the day. So it's not even, I don't believe always milk is the same, right? Because the diet changed the milk, even for a woman. And
Meat and other animal products. Some vegetables and fruits are richer in enzymes than others. Mangoes, papayas, bananas, pineapples, and avocados are good. Enzymes in fruit are largely responsible for the ripening process, and some go back into stem and seeds after that process is complete. Unprocessed, unheated honey is another good source.
And one more thing, human milk, breast milk, it's much higher in sugar content. It's much more sugar there. So this is for human, with a lot of sugar, low fat, low protein. For cow, it's a lot of protein, a lot of fat. For sheep, will be a lot of protein, a lot of fat also. Different goals, yes. Cow, to make this big animal from this small baby very fast, need a good building material. So these things from this milk is designed to do the job. So human, what's the goal? To make human drinking it. If the milk is, this is the purpose of the milk. Doesn't make sense anymore for me, but I was a big milk drinker, right? I was traveling so far to get the milk, and now when I count, I thought that raw meat diet is cheap, but now I see it was so expensive how much money I spent every day. This lifestyle is much more cheaper. It's just so easy.
Of enzymes. Indigenous people use fermented foods and drinks to enhance the enzyme content of their diet. A number of traditional cultures, particularly in Asia, have used these foods to complement diets that consist largely of cooked food. Okay.
So yeah, also one of the wrong logic, in my opinion, is I wanted to take example from tribes, from Eskimo, from Inuits, from people like this, from Mongolians, because they're strong and they attack other countries, other nations, and so on. But first of all, lifespan of these people never mentioned. Okay, maybe Mongolian, they go aggressively to attack other nations, so this is not also nice to be attacked, yes, if we are victims of them. But how long they used to live, we don't know. And we are in the different place, in the different world, in the different situation. We have different tools, we are so developed. Why we gonna go back now? Why we want to mimic tribes and these things, go to these tribes. Maybe they don't care if you are human or you are animal. They're gonna see you, maybe they're gonna also kill you and eat you, because maybe for them it's the same, right? We don't know about these tribes anything. I haven't visited, and most of the people who say about this, they haven't seen it also on their own eyes. What is the truth? What is about these people, if they are sick, if they look nice, if they are aggressive or they are friendly? We don't know anything, but this movement, carnivore movement, Primal, they want to mimic people, keto movement, they want to mimic tribes. Why? So we're gonna go back to, do we really want to live like these people? No, I like to live on the farm, kind of off-grid, but I like to have the tools, that they are available to get to. If I need a light, I need emergency light, I can get things, and if I need a food, I don't have to go and kill animal. I can get something else, because we have a brain, and we can find a way, right, how to feed ourselves.
So lots of people think enzymes is important, and if you eat only cooked food, you will never have it. That's part of the experiment here. I don't think you change immediately how you feel from a meal, but it's a long-term process of adding some time to the end of your life if you'd like that. Today we got some Himalayan sea bass. I have heard incredible reviews. Got a half a pound because it's sale and it's expensive. Had the dude cut the skin off too. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm homies with the fish guy now, and I see him every day. All right.
So this is easy to eat, as you see this part of fish, but go and catch a fish in the lake, and when you're gonna get this fish, you wouldn't eat this fish ever raw. No taste. There's nothing. It's difficult to eat. It's very, it's very very hard. It's very tough to bite it. Not really a lot to eat. So some people gonna say to ferment it, but I've heard the stories, if you're gonna eat bad fish, you're gonna suffer a lot. Very, very difficult poisoning, something like this. So I would stay away, really. You never know. And fish, it's in farms also, right? So many substances to keep the farm going, to keep animals, to make them growing quick. So yeah, he is trying. Just one more time note. It's not a hate video, but I see myself also like this gentleman here. I was trying to show off, like, I'm strong. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to kill. I'm not afraid to be cold-hearted. He is really also enjoying this fish. I don't think so. Just look at him. It doesn't look so happy. Yeah, apart from taste and other things and poisoning and risk, and it's also difficult to eat this, when you have this lifestyle and you go around, you work somewhere, you're gonna have problem in your job when people see this. You never know how they're gonna react. You have to hide yourself. You cannot eat easy in the car, you're gonna make your car dirty, smelly. People doesn't like the smell, doesn't like to see this around also. And the first thing that comes to people's mind when they listen someone is eating raw meat, the first thing they always say, carnivore. Look, this is what comes to people's mind first, always, carnivore. This is like common sense, it's something negative, what it's coming. Of course, cooked meat and raw meat, it's still animal, right? It's still animal. This one is only used with fire. People are not bothered, right, with cooked meat. They are bothered with raw, so this is also strange for me, because okay, if you are carnivore, if you are predator, go and eat like this, right? So I was trying to prove vegans, look, I can eat my meat raw. It's easy. I'm not gonna die. I look fantastic and so on. But I was fooling myself. I really prefer to eat something like this than raw meat. Really, I prefer to have some mandarins and so many different things to eat. I'm gonna continue this video. I think it's enough, so I just want to share a little bit of my impressions and experience, how I see this today after doing it for so long, and I was sure I'm gonna do it forever. And I was so much into this. But also I want to tell you, before this raw meat diet, I used to go sushi bar, I used to eat carpaccio and things like this, steak tartare. But the truth is, I never liked it to try. I ate these things, I tried them because, it was a business, it was company dinner, so co-workers, colleagues was telling me, try Magda, try. I always felt, I never liked to eat, prawns. It was for me, the look of prawns is just disgusting that time. But with time I learned to eat this. And other things also I learned. So this is, I think, like power of mind, if I believe very, very strongly something is coming, I keep this idea, and if I do something, I do with passion. So it took me a while to realize that it's something not for me. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.